What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today I'm gonna do a collection video. Now it hasn't grown that much from last time, but yeah, I guess I'll still show it to you if anyone was interested or if someone wanted an updated version. Uh, this is my Marvel shelf. I call it a Marvel shelf, but it's been invaded by Titan Comics, Image Comics, and DC Comics. So it's more of a mishmash shelf, but it has more Marvel, and it was supposed to be my Marvel shelf, but then DC invaded it. So we have all my Marvel nows here, leading up to the end of here. And we have Deadpool 1 to 4 along here, and that is Deadpool Volume 1, Dead Presidents, Deadpool Volume 2, Soul Hunters, Deadpool Volume 3, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Deadpool Volume 4, Deadpool vs. Shield. We then have, Uncanny X-Men Revolution, Thor, God of Thunder, God Butcherer. We then have the complete Superior Spider-Man run, and that is Superior Spider-Man Volume 1, My Own Worst Enemy, Superior Spider-Man Volume 2, A Troubled Mind, Superior Spider-Man Volume 3, No Escape, Superior Spider-Man Number 4, Necessary Evil, Volume 5, The Superior Venom, and Volume 6, Goblin Nation. Now, if you didn't know, this one is the first graphic novel I ever picked up. So, yeah. We then have Uncanny Avengers, A Red Shadow, Volume 1, and Avengers World, Volume 1. We then have... Sorry, let me just push these back, I guess. We then have Civil War, Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, A Land Where Killers Dwell, Daredevil by Mark Waid, Volume 1. We then have Daredevil, A Man Without Fear by Frank Miller, and then we have the complete Frank Miller Daredevil run with Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. We then have Groot. This was a fun read, cute art, etc., just like a cute read. And there's a bunch of great parts in this, so yeah. We then have my 3 Ultimate Comics. We have Ultimate Comics New Ultimate Thor's Reborn, Ultimate Comics Captain America by Jason Aaron. I really enjoyed that. It was a very good Captain America story. We then have Ultimate Comics X-Men by Nick Spencer. I thought it was very complex, and I got to the point where I was like, what's actually happening? We then have Thor Iron Man God Complex. I mean, average story, like, just meh. We then have Doctor Who 10th Doctor number 1. I mean, wasn't really a fan. We then have number 2, The Weeping Angels of Mons. That one, slightly better, but still not the best. We then have Chew Volume 1. I thought it was okay, but probably overhyped with the amount of people that recommended it. I then have Watchmen by Alan Moore. I enjoyed that. We then have The Flash by Grant Morrison and Mark Millar. That was cool. It had a bunch of moments saying how fast Wally West's Flashes was. We then have The Flash by Jeff Johns Volume 1 and 2. We then have The Flash Rebirth. We then have Flashpoint, and then we have 3 Rebirth titles, which is Batman Detective Comics, Green Lantern Rage Planet. I really enjoyed that book, actually. I've heard some people knocking it, but I enjoyed it. And then we have Superman Action Comics Path of Doom. Haven't read it yet. And now we're going to go down to my DC shelf, which most of you have probably seen in the background of my videos, but I can go into more detail with it. We then get down to my DC shelf. Now, all of here is New 52, and then the rest is non-New 52 or Rebirth. So yeah, we have Batman Volume 1 to 4 by Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. I was going to continue that, but then other series got in the way, or I wanted to read other characters. So yeah, I have Volume 1, The Court of Owls, Volume 2, City of Owls, Volume 3, Death of the Family, and Volume 4, Zero Year Secret City. We then have my two Aquamans. We have Aquaman number 1, The Trench, and Aquaman number 2, The Followers. Now, I would get number 3, but I don't really see the point of it, because number 3 is just basically Justice League Throne of Atlantis, because it was a crossover series. So, I might get it, but then I feel like I already have the story, and it's a waste of money. But I mean, I'll see if I want to continue, like, to finish the Aquaman New 52 run. We then have The Flash Move Forward, The Flash Rogues Revolution, The Flash Guerrilla Warfare, and The Flash Reverse, and that is volumes 1 to 4 of The Flash in the New 52. We then have Earth 2, The Gathering, Volume 1. We then have Justice League 1 to 3, and that is Origin, The Villain's Journey, and Throne of Atlantis. We then have Wonder Woman Blood. We then get into my 4 Green Lantern New 52, 4 volumes of Green Lantern in the New 52, Sinestro, The Revenge of the Black Hand, The End, and Dark Days. Dark Days I still need to read. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it or not, because I loved Jeff Johns' run on the character so much that I'm worried that I won't enjoy it. But hopefully I enjoy it, and I might continue it if I do. We then have Green Lantern Corps Fearsome, Green Lantern Corps Alpha War, and that is Volume 1 and 2 of Green Lantern Corps. We then have Green Lantern New Guardians, Volume 1, The Ring Bearer. I mean, it was okay. I just wasn't really a fan. And then we have Red Lantern's Blood and Rage, Volume 1. We then get into, now it goes for, if you want to read Jeff Johns' run of Green Lantern, you start here with Rebirth, then No Fear, then Revenge of the Green Lanterns, then Wanted Hal Jordan, then the Sinestro Corps War, then Rage of the Red Lantern. I don't have them, and then after you've completed that, then it goes into the New 52. So I've sort of have the start of his run and the end of his run, so I just sort of have to fill in the gaps. But yeah, I have Green Lantern Rebirth, Green Lantern No Fear, and Green Lantern Revenge of the Green Lanterns. Online, I'm going to have to buy Wanted Hal Jordan and then buy the Sinestro Corp War, etc. It's just going to be a lot of money. We then have Green Arrow Year 1. That's good one if you want the origin story of Green Arrow. We then have Green Arrow, The Death and Life of Oliver Queen, number 1. I enjoyed that, and I will continue. We then have Superman What Price Tomorrow in the New 52. No, didn't like it. It was meh. We then have All-Star Superman by Morrison. We then have Superman Batman. We then have Batman Battle for the Cowl. We then have Batman The Black Mirror. We then have Batman The Dark Knight Returns. We then have Batman Nightfall. That has to be probably one of my favorite Batman books. It's just so good and you get so much. Then have Batman number 1 and 2, part 1 and 2 of Hush. That's just the way that I got it. Then I have Batman The Killing Joke. I enjoyed that. And then we have Superman Unchained. I enjoyed that as well. Time to go down to my final shelf, which is Pop Figures and one other Rebirth book. We then come to the last shelf, and down here is... What? Oh, just Overwatch has finished this update. Finally. We then have some Pop Figures. We have Chewbacca, Captain Phasma, Poe Dameron, and Darth Vader. And then we have 2 Halo figures, Master Chief and just a normal Spartan. And then we have an Assassin's Creed statue from the movie. Didn't watch the movie, but thought the figure looked alright, so picked up the figure. And then we have 2 pins, which is a Darth Vader pin and a Spider-Man pin. And then finally down here we have Aquaman Rebirth, Volume 1, The Drowning. And then we have here the Marvel Encyclopedia. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.